The views expressed on the following program do not necessarily represent those of this station or its management.
It's time now for Where You Live with Gene Sullivan, the show that deals with the news and events that affect you the most. Whether you rent or own, live in an HOA, single-family home, or an apartment building, Gene will tackle the issues right where you live. So, from the True North Painting Studios, here is the original man of steel, Resolve himself, who stands for truth, justice, and the association way. Here's Gene Sullivan.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Where You Live. I'm Gene Sullivan, broadcasting from the True North Painting Studios. When you're looking for the right painting contractor, what do you look for? Isn't it someone who will respect you, your time, your property, and your budget? That's what you can expect from True North Painting. Find out more about this exceptional company by going online at truenorthpainting.com. That's trunorthpainting.com, or give them a call at 952-831-1433. I'm also brought to you by the great folks at Extreme Exteriors and American Family Insurance, the Kim Bennett Agency. Wish to, as I always do, give a shout out to the man who makes it happen, Christopher Wyatt Puberty. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Gene. How are you doing today?
Just great. I was just thinking as I was coming over to the station this morning, I saw a truck that was wrapped in the logo of its company. Have you seen that before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it really stands out from all the other vehicles as you're going down the road. And it reminded me of an email that my wife and I got, a number of months back. There was an energy drink company, and I don't know how they got our email or how. Maybe it was just indiscriminately sent. Maybe it was a fake one. But it said, if you'll put on the shrink wrap on your vehicle of our product and logo, they will pay you $24,000 a year.
Wow.
For a 1 year period of time, if you'll let them do that to your vehicle. And we thought about it, but we never did anything with it. Is that something you would do?
I think
24
so.
grand?
I actually had somebody in high school that had a Volkswagen Beetle and Mug root beer, so it was the Mug Bug.
The Mug Bug.
The Mug Bug. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I've seen other things similar. I don't know if you've seen that on the internet. There was one guy about a year ago who was auctioning his name, and he said he would give up his name and he would take on the name of some startup company to help in advertising. I don't know if anybody took him up on it, but he was offering like for $60,000.
Wow.
He would change his name legally.
Wow. I would have gone a little higher if it's my own name. Put a price on your own name.
Exactly. I've seen people do it with tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I offered that with employees of mine. Nobody's taken me up on it.
Yet.
Yet.
Keyword.
Yes, I suppose that's true, but I probably hope they don't. Yes. Well, hey, we've got a lot to cover in today's show, so without further ado, let's begin with property management in the news. Property management in the news is brought to you by Home Furniture and Abbey Floor Coverings. Their showrooms are staffed with professionals who will help you choose what you need to fit both your lifestyle and budget. Whatever you need, chances are they'll have what you're looking for. If you wish to avail yourself of special pricing you're not going to find anywhere else, all Where You Live listeners, call Customer Service Coordinator Lori Matson at 952-224-2663. That's 952-224-2663. Our first story is coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and there's a decision that the Nevada Supreme Court made that I think is going to be a huge game changer for all homeowner associations everywhere as we know it, and how business is done if this catches on in all other 49 states as well. It'll be interesting to watch and see what took place a few weeks back, and I bet you most people aren't even aware of what took place or how significant this is. The Nevada Supreme Court made a decision that allows homeowner associations to trump mortgage lenders in foreclosing on homes. And the ruling has, I think, a potential huge effect as we know how business is being done for HOAs. The president of the Nevada Association of Realtors, Colleen Kelly, said she referred to this as Armageddon. She says, this is going to be terrible. Banks would further restrict mortgage lenders if their loans couldn't be protected. Now, what she's referring to is in a homeowners association. Of course, a homeowner pays monthly dues or a monthly assessment for the operation of the property, for all the necessary services that are being provided. Cutting of grass, plowing of snow, providing water for irrigation and all types of things. And a condo could be water and sewer service and a lot of additional items. And what's happened is, of course, when there is a mortgage placed on a home in an HOA, it has always been what has been considered first position, meaning that if the homeowner doesn't make a payment to their mortgage company, then the mortgage company gets to foreclose on them. If the homeowner is not making payments to the homeowners association, the association has the ability to do the same thing. And in the past, there are people who have not made their payments to their association, but to their mortgage company. And then, of course, the association, if they foreclose, now they have the responsibility of trying to sell that home. And if homes are underwater, you find HOAs that have not been foreclosing because they don't want to have that left hanging. They have that kind of responsibility. And so you end up seeing what's happened over the last number of years with the real estate bubble popping, mortgages being underwater. The number of foreclosures have skyrocketed. And, of course, HOAs have been in a very bad place. Well, this is huge. If now in the state of Nevada, if a homeowner association, if their priority trumps that of the mortgage, what that means is if the homeowner doesn't pay the association dues, the association can take and foreclose on the unit, and they owe the mortgage company nothing. Now they can turn around and sell the property. And people are saying, "Whoa, wait a minute! If a bank has this taken away from them, now all of a sudden this is going to do this is going to be a huge disservice to banks. You're going to see a lot of banks that are going to be in financial trouble because of this new ruling." I don't know if I necessarily see it that way. I think this could be possibly a good thing because I think it's if you've been listening to the show for any length of time, you know that I've always stated that I think that the services that an association provides is equal to that of any city. And of course, if the city forecloses on a home for non-payment of property taxes, that would trump the mortgage company, and mortgage lenders know that. So what do mortgage companies do to safeguard that? Well, we all know that after you close on a home, one of the things that the mortgage company makes sure is that they start collecting the property taxes. And so in that monthly payment to the mortgage company, also included in that is 1/12 of the property taxes that you pay each and every month. And so they hold that in escrow. and then the mortgage company makes sure that it gets paid so that they don't lose their position, because otherwise they would lose out. Well, we also know that mortgage companies do the same thing. And what else do they put in escrow? Well, they put in insurance, because they say, well, wait a minute, if the homeowner decides that they don't want to pay for the insurance on the property, and then something bad happens like a fire and it burns down, the mortgage company wants to make sure that there's the money so that it gets rebuilt. And so we know that if we buy a home, two things that go in escrow that are collected each and every month with our mortgage payment: taxes and insurance. And now if the homeowner association now is treated the same way, what will that mean? Well, I don't think that'll mean Armageddon. I don't think that it'll mean that loans will be more protective and we'll have further restrictions with lending. What I think they'll do, though, is they'll have a requirement that'll say, you know what, we're going to start requiring the collection of the monthly association dues. And when that takes place, then they'll know that that'll be paid. And so I think this could end up being a very good thing for homeowners associations potentially. What do you think? Do you think that there's any downside to this that you see? I don't know. I think if a bank has to be a little bit more selective in making sure that the person has the money required for being able to purchase the home, and now they are also collecting the monthly assessments for the association, I think by and large you could probably see a lot less homeowner associations in trouble. And instead of the 10, 15, 20% delinquencies that you're seeing in HOAs, you're going to see that probably become virtually non-existent, because they would be made every month when the mortgage payment is made as well. So it's something to take a look at. Like I said, it just took place a few weeks ago. You may not have been aware of it. This could be a game changer, but we'll see what happens as we keep watching and following this in the news. Well, we're going to take a break right now. Don't go away. We've got so much more of Where You Live. After these messages, you're listening to us on AM 1280, The Patriot.